Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Rachel, and today I'm going to be showing you how to easily create a form with Microsoft Form. And I'm also going to be showing you how to use the different features in Microsoft Form. Don't forget to like this video and hit on the subscribe button. If you can notice, I'm already at my Microsoft Form environment. So I'm just going to click on New Form. And after clicking on New Form, it's going to take me to this particular form, this blank form. So I'm just going to, if you can see on this part, we have untitled form. So I just have to give my form a name. I'm just going to go for YouTube form events. Then if you can notice on this part, we have form description. This is optional, but it's just for you to describe what your form is about, like the information you're trying to, the data you're asking for, what is it all about? What are you going to use it for? So that's what is just, that's what this form description is. Then the next thing I'm going to do, and one other thing, if you can notice on the environment, we have our preview, we have our theme, we have our collect responses, and we also have these 3 dots here. So I'm going to be showing you how to use all of this. But first, I'm going to show you how to use the different data types here in Microsoft Form. So for the data types, we have choice, we have text, we have rating, we have dates, we have ranking, Likert, upload file, net promoter, and section. So we are going to be starting with choice. So I'm going to click on, if you can notice, okay, I'm going to increase my screen to make it easier to see. So if you can notice, I'm just going to click on add new, then click on choice. So when you click on choice, you're going to see question, options, and option 2. So it's just for your participants or whoever is trying to respond to the form to choose an option. So I'm just going to remove that and write gender. Then for options, male, then option 2, remove and female. So there's also one thing you can notice too. I'm just going to click back on that. There's one thing you can notice. You can click on required and you can also click on multiple answers. So how you can click on multiple answers is that, okay, maybe you want your responder or the person that is filling your form to choose more than one options. So that is when you click on multiple answers. And for required is that you want it that the person must fill that particular column. So that's when you click on required. So we're going to go to the next place, and you can also insert an image or video if you want to. So I'm just going to come down and click on add new. So the next data type to use here is text. I'm going to show you different ways you can use text. You can use text for numbers, and there's also a different option you can use text for. But the first thing I'm going to show you is how to use, I'm going to show you the different options, but let's just go ahead. So I'm going to click on text. Then, for instance, you want to ask a person that, okay, what is your name? So the person is just for the person to write their name out. Okay, my name is Rachel. So I'm just going to put that there, Rachel, name. So you can see its name. Then add new. We are going to use text again. And this time we're going to use it for number. So let's just say contact number. Let's say contact number. So for me to be able to change this, I'm just going to come down here and click on these 3 dots and go for restriction. So when I go for restrictions, you see it has, my restriction is that only a number, like you can only fill this particular column with numbers. So let me just show you how it works now. I'm going to click on preview. You can see the form. I'm just going to click on female, then go for Rachel Rabo. Then for contact number, if you can notice the difference between this text data type, I cannot write alphabet. It's showing me that this value must be a number. So I'm just going to write numbers on this place. Then click on submit. So you can see we're just going to go back and continue where we stopped from. So next thing to do now, I'm just going to click on add new, and the next data type to use is rating. So for this particular part, maybe you want to tell the person that how was your experience? How would you describe your experience? So I'm just going to say, how was your experience? How was your YouTube experience? How was your YouTube experience? YouTube video experience. Then we see we have different levels. We have 6, we have 4, we have 2. Depends on how many you want to use. So we're just going to use 5. And you can also change your symbol. Do you want to use thumb like? Do you want to use smile face? Do you want to use hearts? We have number, we have star, we have smile face, and we also have hearts. So I'm just going to go for smile face. Then click on the next add new. The next thing for us to do is dates, which is our date data type. I'm just going to click on that. Then just write dates here. So let's check on it, how it looks like again before we go to the next step. So I'm just going to click on preview. Just going to write female name. I'm just going to write Rachel. Contact number. I'm just going to write anything here. Going to come down. Then how was my YouTube video experience? Going to click on that. Okay. Then next thing you can see here, I'm being asked dates. So I'm just going to go for today's date, 30th, then click on submit. So we're going to go back and I'm going to show you the next data types. So click on add new. So we're going to click on this drop down. And from this drop down, we have ranking, we have Likert, we have upload file, we have net promoters score, and we also have section. So for this particular place, I'm going to start from the bottom and not from the top. So I'm just going to click on section. So there's one thing you have to notice from this particular place is that for section, it divides your screen into different parts. Let me just show you how it looks like. So you can give this section a name. I'm just going to give it section 1 instead. You can give it any name you want to. So I'm going to show you how that particular place looks like. So if you can notice everything here, there's nothing like session written here. It's just for me to click next. So after answering everything I have here on my screen, I have to click on next to answer the other parts of the form. So that is what that section is used for. So I'm going to go back and go to our next data type. So click on add new, click on this drop down and click on net promoter score. So if you can see this, how likely are you to recommend us to a friend? So do you want to, you can change this right up, like you can customize it to your liking, you can customize this to your liking, and also you can also write something else here, but I'm just going to leave that, and you can see I already clicked on required. So the next thing to do, I'm going to click on add new, then go for the next thing, which is upload file. So there's one thing you have to notice about this uploading of file is that you can only use it in an organization. Like, let me show you what that means. I clicked on this. I actually clicked on these 3 dots, then I clicked on settings. So if you can see right now, I have only people in my organization can respond. That is, only the persons you have in that environment can respond to your form. But when I have it that anyone can respond, okay, I'm just going to change this. See, anyone can respond. I do not have the ability to change that. Okay, let me just remove this particular place and see if you can change that. Okay, see, this is where you delete it. You can see, I just click on delete. So I've deleted that particular place. So let's see if we can change that again. So I clicked on that 3 dots, clicked on settings. You can see now I can change it to anyone can respond. So I can share it to anybody and they can respond to my form. So the person does not have to be in my environment to be able to respond to this particular form. So let's try let us try the data type for upload file. So you can see it is not available. So if you can see the write-up here, not available when form is shared externally. Change your settings to only people in my organization can respond. So that is the only time you can use upload file. You can only use upload file internally and you cannot use it externally, meaning you cannot use it when you are saying that everybody can respond to this form. So we are going to go to add new. Then next thing is Likert. Okay, so going to choose for this. Okay, what can we say for this? Let me think. Okay. How likely are you to recommend this channel, this YouTube channel to a friend? Okay. Okay, so let's try. Very likely, rather unlikely, and very unlikely. Okay. So I think that looks great. And you can also customize your statements. If you want to customize this, you can customize your statement. And you can also delete. So I'm just going to delete this part. That's statement 2. So, okay, let's see how it looks like. Preview. So remember, we have our section. So we have to actually respond to all of this before we can go ahead. So I'm just going to change this to Gloria. Contact number, just use any number for this. Then dates, just going to use this. Then click on next. Okay. How are you likely to, you can see section 1. So this is a different section of the form. Then how likely are you to recommend this YouTube channel to a friend? So very likely, yeah. So you can submit. Then there's something you can notice on this form. We have our option 4 and our option 5. So let's try if we can remove that. I'm just going to go to back. Okay. So this particular place, let's see what we can do about this. So we can actually delete it. So if you can notice what I did, I just clicked on option 4 and there's actually a delete icon here. So I'm going to delete that. I click on option 5, there's a delete icon here. So I'm just going to delete that. So that's the way it works. And there's also one thing to notice, you can customize this. Does not mean that you have to use the options given to you here. You can also customize this and you can customize this too. So the next thing to do is to try our next data type, which is actually ranking. So, okay, so let's go for it. So what question are we going to use here? Let's say, what is my best YouTube? Have you checked my podcast? Okay. No. Yes. Maybe. Okay, so let's check how this looks like. Let's just click on preview and answer every one of these. Answer every one of these. Okay, then go for this. Then also for dates, you can just choose this, then click on next. Okay, you see, I did not reply to that, so that's why it did not work. So I'm just going to click on next. So click on 9. So you can see there's a difference now. The option 4 and option 5, they're no longer showing here. I'm just going to click on this. Then let's see how this works. So you can see if this particular part for Likert is actually different than your choice, like your choice data type. So you can see, you can choose it. Okay. So you can see that you can actually choose from, see, I have the opportunity to drag, maybe no, you can see, so it's different from your actual choice column. So we are just going to go back, and I think that is how you can use your data type. So the next thing I'm going to show you now, I'm going to show you how to use the environment, the different environments of the Microsoft form, how to use the different features of Microsoft form, like all these your collaborate or duplicate, settings, multilingual, print form, and the others. So don't forget to check on the part 2 of this video. Thank you very much, and see you in my next video.